Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review the scores and then we'll do some picks for Thursday's slate. There's 10 games. First game tonight, we had Washington against Boston. Boston broke the scoring 1-0. Let Washington back in, put it into extra time, went into overtime. Washington won that game. We got that one wrong. Then the next one, I can't even believe I got to tell you, but Toronto beat Edmonton 6-1. Yeah, we didn't get that one right. St. Louis beat Anaheim. We got that one correct. But then Minnesota did fall to Vegas. So we got that one incorrect. Arizona came out for us, and they won 3-2 against LA. We got that one right. And Colorado finished things off with a 4-0 victory over the San Jose Sharks. So my best bet did not go through. Drops to 3-4. For my regular bets, I was an even 3-3. Pushes it to 29-25, my record. My parlay, I got 2 out of 3 right. I got Arizona and Colorado, but Edmonton did fall to Toronto 3 in a row now. So wasn't a terrible day, but not a great day, just an okay day. So now we'll get on to the picks for Thursday. We got Buffalo against the New York Islanders. The Islanders are 7-2-1 in their last 10 with a current 2-game winning streak. Varlamov is listed in net. Buffalo 2-7-1, struggling team, current 3-game losing streak. Carter Hutton is listed in net. They're in last position, 8th, 15 points in the Mass Mutual East, whereas the Islanders are in second with 28 points. The Sabres last played the New York Rangers and lost 3-2. The Islanders' last game was against the New Jersey Devils, where they won 2-1. New York has won all 3 games that these teams have played in this series, 3-1, a 3-0, and a 3-2 victory. And New York is 2 points out of being tied for first. And I think you know how important these points are. And when you play a last place team like Buffalo, you got to get that win. I'm going to take the Islanders here to win, and that'll be my first pick, Islanders to beat Buffalo. Second game, we've got the Rangers against the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils 4-6-0, current 3-game losing streak. Another struggling team, Blackwood listed in net against the Rangers, who are 4-5-1 with a current 1-game winning streak. Shesterkin is listed in net for the Rangers. They're in 6th in the Mass Mutual East with 19 points, whereas the Devils are in 7th with 16 points. The Rangers last beat Buffalo 3-2, and the Devils, they lost to the Islanders 2-1. The Devils surprisingly lead this series 2-0, winning both times 4-3 and 5-2. Panarin is still not back with New York, and I mean, that obviously hurts him. Other guys have been stepping up. I mean, Kreider's been playing good. Fox has been playing good. And if you look at the Rangers and you look at just like the tail end of February and until now, I mean, they beat Philadelphia, they beat Washington, they beat Boston, they beat some good teams. And I see that they should play here and they should get these points. My second pick is going to be the Rangers over the Devils. That's my second pick. And we've got Detroit against Carolina. Carolina 6-3-1 in their last 10 with a current 3-game winning streak. Reimer listed as probable against a Detroit team that's 4-5-1, current 2-game losing streak. Bernier is listed as probable. They're in 7th with 17 points in the Discover Central, whereas Carolina's in 2nd. First, basically, 31 points tied with Tampa. The Hurricanes last defeated Nashville 4-2. Detroit's coming off a 4-1 loss to Columbus, and then before that, they got beat by Chicago 7-2. Teams have met twice in a game apiece. I mean, the Canes are fast, and we know this Detroit team needs some help, and it's having a tough go with these last 2 losses to Chicago and Columbus. So you got to go Carolina, even though I think this Carolina team is going to have a little bit of a bad stretch when they get tired here, but they haven't so far, and I don't see them getting tired against Detroit. So Carolina to win that game. That'll be my next pick. Philadelphia against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 7-3-0 with a current 1-game winning streak. Tristan Jarry listed in net against the Philadelphia team that's 5-3-2 with a current 1-game losing streak. Elliott with a great record of 5-1-0 is listed as probable. They're in 4th with 25 points. Mass Mutual East and Pittsburgh as well with 25 points. The last game was when they played against each other. It was a 5-2 win for the Penguins. And the Flyers lead the season series 2-1. And I think the Penguins are still going to be without Crosby, and the Flyers need to capitalize on that. They play against each other again, I believe, on Saturday. And I think we're kind of seeing what happens if you give another team a window. I mean, the teams are playing hard. You got to play full 60 minutes. On top of that, Pittsburgh has a great home record, 8-1-0. Very tempted to take Pittsburgh here, but I just can't. I got to take Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to be my official pick to beat Pittsburgh. Next game, we've got Winnipeg against Montreal. Montreal's 3-4-3, current one-game winning streak. They won their first game for their new interim coach, Ducharme. Carey Price listed as probable in net against Winnipeg at 7-3-0 with a current one-game winning streak, with Hellebuck listed second position, 29 points in the Scotia North. Montreal fourth with 25 points. Montreal's last game was a 3-1 win over Ottawa, whereas the Jets last played Vancouver and they won that game 5-2. The Jets have won both games that these teams have played in this series, 6-3 and 2-1. And Winnipeg sits alone in second right now, and they can widen that gap with a win here. Again, shorter season, and I keep stressing, but points are so crucial. And the Canadiens are going to be a good test, but I'm seeing Winnipeg win this game. That's my pick, Winnipeg to beat Montreal. Next game, and the game I'm probably looking most forward to, and I'll probably watch, last 10 for both teams, same record, 7-3-0. Chicago, though, with a one-game winning streak. Tampa with a five-game winning streak. Chicago has Lankinen listed in net. Tampa has Vasilevsky listed. They're in first with 31 points in the Discover Central. Chicago in fourth with 28 points. The Hawks last played Detroit when they won 7-2, and King got number 400. And the Bolts last game was a 2-1 win over Dallas. Yeah, that was quite a game. Vasilevsky played amazing, and he earned that shutout. This is the first half of a back-to-back for these teams. Tampa leads the season series. They have played twice in January, a 5-1 and 5-2 for Tampa, outscoring 10. They outscored the Hawks 10-3. Tampa's like first in penalty kill, first in goals for, first in goals against. But we can't knock the Chicago team. I think in February, they were the second hottest team. And this is a tough stretch for Chicago. So I think they're going to come out hard. I'd like to see them get the lead and then hang on to it. And I'm going to take, I'm sure it's the underdog, but I'm going to take Chicago to beat Tampa here. I got a feeling I think it's going to happen. Next game, Florida against Nashville. Nashville's 5-5-0 with a current one-game losing streak. Pekka Rinne is listed for Nashville against a Florida team that's 5-3-2 with 2 overtime decisions. Bobrovsky has been confirmed to be in net for Florida. They're third with 30 points in the Discover Central, whereas Nashville is sixth with 20 points. Panthers last played Carolina, and they lost 3-2 in an overtime. And the Preds last game was a 4-2 loss to Carolina. Carolina again. They played twice in February, a 6-5 win for the Preds and a 2-1 win for the Panthers. The Panthers are staying in every game, and they're like even getting those single points again, which matter. I mean, they're still up there in the standings. I like Florida here. I'm going to go Florida to win, Florida to beat Nashville. Next game, Columbus against Dallas. Dallas is 1-6-3, current 3-game losing streak. Not Khudobin's fault. I think he's been playing good hockey. He's listed as probable. Columbus 3-5-2, current one-game winning streak. Korpisalo is listed in net for Columbus. They're in fifth with 23 points in the Discover Central. Dallas eighth with 16 points. Neither one of these teams have impressive last 10 records, that's for sure. Columbus did find their winning ways when they played Detroit and won 4-1. Dallas played Tampa, lost 2-0, but I don't know. I felt like the Stars actually played a good game. I mean, Vasilevsky just wouldn't let anything past them. And just because Columbus found their winning ways, it was against Detroit. So I don't know how much I'd put on that either. And I'm going to pick Dallas here to beat Columbus. Dallas is going to be my official pick to beat Columbus. Next game, Ottawa and Calgary, a struggling Calgary squad that's just getting hammered in the media right now, but 3-6-1 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Riddick is listed, but there's a really good chance Markstrom's going to be back. I think it's a game-time decision, but I think he will play in this game. Against Ottawa, that's 6-4-0, current one-game losing streak. Matt Murray listed in net. They're in seventh with 17 points in the Scotia North. Against Calgary's fifth with 22 points. Ottawa last plays Montreal. They lost that game 3-1. And Calgary last played the Senators and lost 5-1. Calgary's in a slump, and there's no good energy there right now. And I don't know what the fix is. Obviously, they don't know what the fix is. I think the Senators are playing better hockey, and they're playing full game hockey. I'm going to go Ottawa here. Ottawa is going to be my pick to beat Calgary. Now we're going to wrap up with a Toronto team that's playing a back-to-back against Vancouver. Vancouver's 3-5-2 with a current one-game losing streak. Holtby is listed. There's a chance Demko might play. I'm not sure there. Toronto 7-2-1 current four-game winning streak. Anderson's listed as probable. They're in first with 38 points in their division and also in the league. Against Vancouver, sixth with 20 points. Yeah, Toronto's just coming off a three-game set against Edmonton where they literally destroyed Edmonton. And Vancouver's last game was a 5-2 loss to Winnipeg. The Leafs control the season series. They've won all three times that these teams have met, outscoring the Canucks 15-5. I think they play Vancouver twice and then they go back home. Again, I'm surprised it hasn't been a bigger factor. I think we have seen little bits of it here and there. Teams are going to get tired. And this Vancouver team can play fast. I think they're going to come out strong. They're, again, the kind of game where if they come out and get the lead and then maintain that, they could win the game. It, again, would be a big upset, but I'm going to call it. I'm going to go Vancouver to beat Toronto. I'm going to go Ottawa to beat Calgary, Dallas to beat Columbus, Florida to beat Nashville, Chicago to beat Tampa, Winnipeg to beat Montreal, Philadelphia to beat Pittsburgh, Carolina to beat Detroit, then the two New York teams, New York Rangers to beat the Devils, and the Islanders to beat Buffalo. For my best bet, I'm going to go Winnipeg to beat Montreal. I like that. And for my little parlay, because I like parlays, I'm going to go the Islanders, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Individual bets, and then I'll parlay those three. I hope everyone has a great Thursday. I hope you're making some good bets and making money. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.